everyone, and welcome to another edition of SMU Soccer Insider. I'm Ray Canaveri. The Mustangs open up Conference USA play against their rival Tulsa on the road, and whenever these two teams get together, it is going to be a battle to the end, and that's exactly what happened in this match, ending in a 2-2 draw. Had an opportunity to get comments from head coach Schellas Hyndman about the game.
You know, it was a great game. You would always expect a good game with Tulsa. Being at Tulsa, it makes it a little bit more difficult. We started off very well. We scored a nice goal. With about 3 minutes left in first half, they had a free kick, and they got the rebound shot. So it was something that was stoppable. Came back in the second half, and Ben Shuleva scored his second goal of the game. And then one of our young defenders, Chad Ballman, ended up getting a second yellow card, which turned into a red. So we played with a man down for 30 minutes. With 1 minute and 20 seconds left, Chris Clemens hits a rocket that deflects off somebody's heel, gets in the corner. A great goal for them. And it could have been bursting the bubble for us, being deflated and demoralized, getting scored on so late, being with 10 men. But we went into overtime and held our own, had a couple chances, they had a couple chances. So a 2-2 tie, I think, was probably a great result for us. Really proud of how well our guys played and the composure they kept.
Coming into this match, both teams came in nationally ranked. SMU ranked 9th. Tulsa was ranked 18th. Let's go to the highlights of this one. When SMU and Tulsa meet in soccer, it's always entertaining, and the 2007 edition was no different. The Mustangs took the early lead on Ben Shuleva's first goal of the year. Scott Corbin took a pass on the right flank, and his cross to the 12 would be tucked away nicely by Shuleva. It was Corbin's first assist of the season. A little more than 2 minutes later, some nifty football nearly gave SMU a 2-0 advantage. SMU worked the left channel, and a change of direction and then combination pass would send Jeff Harwell free down the left channel for a centering ball that Bruno Guarda barely sent over the crossbar. Tulsa nearly leveled the match in the 38th minute, but goalkeeper Steve Sambo would come up with one of 7 saves on the night, breaking up a 1v1 opportunity and positioning himself so that Diego Enrique's shot would go just wide right. However, Tulsa would tie the game in the 41st minute. The Golden Hurricane received a free kick at the top of the box. Thomas Story would be in the right place at the right time as he would pounce on a loose ball inside the 6. Be 1-1, and that's the way it would end at the half. SMU would reclaim the lead in the 54th minute. Danny Saintis showed remarkable balance and skill to free himself right at the 18. His pass somehow found the foot of Ben Shuleva, and a deflected shot found its way to the back of the net. But just when it looked like SMU was on their way to a road victory, Tulsa struck with 1 minute 20 seconds remaining. Unfortunately, the cameraman missed the ball going in, but you get the picture of what happened at the end of the shot as it was deflected into the goal. The teams would end through 2 scoreless overtimes in a 2-2 draw. The goals by Shuleva were a welcome sight for the Mustangs and Coach Schellas Hyndman as he was recovering from a torn ACL he sustained in the NCAA tournament loss to Santa Barbara last year. Shuleva talks about the goals and about what he thinks about the 2007 squad.
Well, the first one, I was just able to step up in the midfield. Bruno was kind of on the left side, so I kind of escaped a lot of the pressure into the mid, and I slotted the ball wide to Scotty, and he just put in a perfect ball. Really, it was all Scotty's ball that got me that goal, and I was just wide open and volleyed it past the goalie. The second goal, I was just kind of sitting out on the top of the box like I usually do, and ball just popped out to me, and I struck it, and luckily it hit someone and went in past the keeper. Yeah, I think we do have a lot of potential. I mean, we showed it in our 5-1 win over UVA. We've also shown the problems that we've got in our 2-0 loss to UW. So it's kind of been one extreme or the other this year, and we just got to start getting back to our winning ways, playing simple, and getting W's like we were last year. Start getting on a streak.
During the Tulsa match, SMU welcomed back senior defender Adrian Chevannes from injury. He talks about how they've been hit by the injury bug this season.
Yeah, right after the Virginia game up in New Mexico, we've had a lot of injuries. I went out. Pretty much our whole back line got injured, and we've just been struggling. So hopefully we can start getting on the winning track again.
Chevannes, who helps anchor the back four, says that he's still trying to get match fit.
Yeah, it was really tough this year. Kind of started off slow, then had to pull out with a little hamstring injury for a week. And first game back against Tulsa, I had to go 110 minutes. That was a little tough.
Coach Hyndman has high hopes for this 2007 squad as they now roll through the remainder of their 2007 conference schedule. But Coach Hyndman talks about all the injuries his team has suffered this season.
Well, yeah, that's a good point. We had, I think, the best back four that we've had probably in the last 15 years. I was really, really happy with our defense. We played so well against Virginia and Georgetown. And I even mentioned to the coaches how pleased I was with the back four. Then we went out and played California Santa Barbara out in New Mexico, and in 20 minutes, 3 of our back fours were on the bench through physical play. Now we've got Leone Cruz going in with an LCL a ligament tear. He'll be out for the rest of the year. Paulo De Silva is going in for a sports hernia. And this is all happening this week. And Patrick Clendenny, another of our defenders, is still out with a bad ankle. And we just got Adrian Chevannes back. So our back four turned out to be 1 out of the 4. But we're getting a response from Lopez, who's back into his familiar position, and Chad Ballman, who's playing for us. And we got Adrian back on the field as well with Ryan Mursky. But injuries is an issue here, and all I tell the boys is that if everybody would just pick up their play 10%, personally, pick up their play 10%, we'll get through it.
With the tie, the Mustangs are now 4-4-2 overall, with a pair of matches at home this week as they take on Missouri State and then UCF. Hope to see everyone out at Westcott Field to support the Mustangs. One other note before we leave, former Mustang defender Jay Needham was named the USL Rookie of the Year. Congratulations, Jay. I'm Ray Canavera. This has been another edition of SMU Soccer Insider. Until next time, so long, everyone.